Welcome to the fucking show.
Oh!
All right?
We're here.
Power clap.
We're in it.
Clap your cheeks. Logan, you look really nice with the long sleeve pulled up. It's nice.
I like the
Thank
long
you. I didn't mean
sleeves.
to put
Jared's
this on.
looking lean. Evan looks like he wants to yell at all of us. Things are normal. I like it.
Look at us. Back together.
Back together again.
Yeah.
No.
Evan just finished his vacation up to northern Idaho.
That was a prep trip, right? Weren't you building out the land like to get ready for lots of camping?
Yeah, let's go with that. No, we're trying to build a coffee shop in my former hometown. So I bought that building, or I'm in the process of buying it. And then we're setting up a little piece of property up there back in the Clearwater National Forest for, we'll call it content ideation. Let's call it content ideation.
Compound.
Yeah. And then I got into something. And so my hands are full of rash. So both of my hands have rash across them.
Man, you've just been in it between whatever that is on your hands and the tick bite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at first, I
got
got
limes. I got limes from that.
I got into septic. I thought you said that first. I was like,
yeah, I got into a septic system. I was like,
septic
I'm going to just crack the top on the septic system and climb down in here. That
that's a
sounds
pretty
like
good
a good
infomercial.
one.
Like, hey, check out this new gun safe that's for your septic system. Come on down and get the new septic system gun safe. Store all your guns inside your septic system. The last place the ATF will look. The ATF won't stand a chance in your septic system. Store your guns there.
I think that's the first place the ATF will start looking.
Let me see your poop.
That's after they get their head and their hands out of their own ass.
I don't know. I've always had a theory on these things, but I don't know if we want to go into that theory. But
I do like your suppressor shirt today. The new,
that's
the new
pretty
Black
cool.
Rifle suppressor smooth, silencer
So cool.
smooth.
dude,
I like to say suppressor smooth for some reason sometimes, even though it's silencer smooth, but both work for me.
We need a t-shirt that's along the lines of free the suppressor for Texas. Now that Texas-made suppressors will not require NFA stamps or anything.
Oh yeah, did you hear that?
So we need a free
I
the
did not
suppressor.
hear that. I knew this was coming. I predicted this months ago.
They signed
Predicted it months ago.
7 new bills, right? But it's still like a legal gray area from all the FFL people that I've talked to. They're kind of like, we're going to feel this out because this is hearsay. But apparently they had kind of done something similar back in the past. And the gun shops that actually were building suppressors got fucking reamed and like went to jail for some shit. So and this one's like a little more like concrete as far as legalness. But that's what I've heard, that like it's not like Texas is just going to start making Texas only suppressors right now. I think everybody's kind of feeling it out.
I
That would
think
be fucking
industry.
awesome.
I think industry is going to power it. You're not going to see small level people kick this off. I think you'll see a suppressor company move to the state of Texas, start producing and start exercising the new law, and that's going to be the gateway. Then you're going to see 10 more suppressor companies move. I mean, honestly, this bill
You're just going to need an army of attorneys.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
You're going to need to be a bigger size company.
Yeah, your ass is going to get fucking
and
some legal shit.
You have to be able to take on the ATF or at least the Fed, because you have to be able to challenge it in federal court. And the only way it's going to work is the same way that the legalization of marijuana. And this is like the whole thing where I was discussing this, I think like 6 months ago, where states need to start taking some of their independence back. And they did that. So legalization of marijuana, I think, is one of the single best examples of the way the states have been able to take back some of their power from the Fed.
Yeah.
And I predicted this in firearms because I was like, hey, who cares? And at the end of the day, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but I'm like, if individual municipalities, like San Francisco, you want to have some weird firearms law, I don't care. I'm not going to live there.
Yeah, we're not going to live there.
I don't want to live there. So go on and do your San Francisco thing. Go on Seattle and do your thing. I don't care. I think anytime we level these ideas up into the federal system, and I think that was my point with Dan, because Dan got in that hot water with a bunch of guys where he was like, hey, well, let's keep this at the local township or the municipality or the county, do not take it to the Fed, because as soon as you go up there, it's a blanket policy. You can't move across border. You can't, drive from San Francisco to Los Angeles to get a different, piece of gun legislation. Now, I think it works like that. And I'm totally fine with, by the way, because I think we lose, if we can win on, if we can win on keeping this to the individual cities, we won't lose our rights across the United States. Like, that's what I think. But that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, I'm just happy that the great state of Texas is doing good ass shit over here, because I'm a Texan and
Matt, just take that old Free Willy graphic you have where you're standing holding that and replace me with a suppressor and just say free suppressors.
Free suppressors. Seriously.
Yeah, we'll see. All this stuff goes into effect in September. And
September 1.
The population is already booming in Texas, so see more industry.
They also have constitutional carry as well.
Yep.
Huh. That one, Utah.
That one I'm a little worried on, just because I do like people having to take a class that teaches them when they're allowed to pull their firearm out in order to carry a firearm.
Yeah, I think that's a just like statement, but I'm cool with it, honestly. I think if anybody's going to carry a handgun on them at all day, it's their individual responsibility to have the proper training, like, for sure.
Yeah, but is it going to happen? No.
Do that,
that's the thing, I think we're going to go through 3 to 5 years of growing pains with that, where you've got dudes pulling guns out in an argument at a gas station or in a road rage incident and all kinds of stupid shit. And it's like, that just kind of, it's like,
we've talked to multiple sheriffs and stuff, and all of them have said when they've seen things like this past, they haven't had an influx in like incidents. But who knows, right? We'll see. History will tell it.
Time will tell.
Yeah, but they've had that for years. Like,
we ordered 4 more of these things for the background, so we'll be able to change them out on every show.
4 more Space Bear?
Like different ones. We got Lava Panther coming.
I may or may not have bought one of me and my Gun Bunny outfit, and I'm undecided on where that needs to live, but I feel it needs to live somewhere.
Behind Evan's desk in the office.
Your bedroom?
Come on, Evan. Just one in your...
Dude, above your bed. I just want to watch that.
Is that the one with Eli, or is that the one where you're holding
just me. I'm not putting Eli on there. I got that cake. I want to show that cake off.
Can you install like 3 GoPros in your bedroom and then hang it above your bed and just film the reaction when your wife walks in and it's hanging above the bed?
Sure. I mean, it probably wouldn't be that good. She's like, "Oh my God, really?
Art."
I feel like maybe that's a Christmas present for my brother or something.
Well. You would have to hire an installer though, because it's only good in the reveal,
and then put it in their master bedroom. Yeah. And my sister-in-law would freak the fuck out. She'd probably take a baseball bat to it. She's Mexican. She gets down.
That's okay. That's just another reason why we need to have GoPros.
She's fiery sometimes.
Mexican women are feisty.
Yeah, in a good way.
I can say that. I'll say it.
Yeah, fuck it.
I've dated plenty of them.
Yeah.
One of the ones I dated went to jail.
Nice.
Yeah. For shooting somebody outside a club.
Holy. Oh,
that's
okay.
Spicy.
That's right. I remember that.
Good thing it wasn't me.
So I got my daughter shooting that. Did you guys see those videos of her shooting the 6mm?
That's awesome, dude.
That's at Accuracy International 6mm. I think it's a Dasher. It's a Dasher round. So the gun weighs like 14 pounds. It's fucking heavy as shit, bagged. But she's putting like dime size groups out on that thing, which is
really,
I'll be able to punch her out to $1,000. Like, I guarantee in the next 2 months, she's going to be out
shooting
to $1,000
before 10.
Yeah. Well, for sure. She'll have $1,000 steel shot before she turns 8. Guaranteed.
I've got Charlotte racing Supercross racers.
Yeah. So I've got her one.
That's such a good flex when someone misses a shot and you're like, my fucking 8-year-old daughter can outshoot me.
She loves it, dude. She's like super fired up about it. Like, she kept on coming back and was like, "Hey, can I shoot? Can I shoot? Like, can I shoot again?" Like, so she's like super turned on. which is great for me because I'm up there in Idaho with a skid steer, like pushing dirt around, building a range. I'm like, I better build a 360-degree range because I better make sure that she can, have that 3-gun life.
How many days did you put in on the steer?
I was back and forth. I was on and off it. I wasn't like, I was up there like legitimately trying to take a bit of a vacation with my family. So,
pushing a berm, it takes about 4 days.
Well, I pushed a small one so we could get the target up, just get a good backstop, like straight away. But the rest of the week,
we built the range at the ranch in like 2 days.
No, it was 4.
That was 4.
Yeah,
that was like.
Trust me, I filled up all the gas cans. I know how many days it took.
Yeah.
But yes, Evan, you need to get, if you got her into 3-gun, that would be epic.
Oh, that would be sweet. She's like 10, shooting like Wick.
Smart, and she's got good hand and eye coordination. I think like she would be a freaking stud.
Yeah, as soon as she's ready for PRS, like she's going to start shooting that, like because that's all pretty long distance. There's not a lot of movement. She can start hitting steel.
Fucking aim for the Olympics.
Yeah,
she'll actually appreciate the national anthem.
Yeah. Oh, whoa! Look at you! Wow, look at that.
That was a dig. I like it.
We had a blast, man. Like I went up there and I had my dad like cutting trails. I fell some trees.
Saw that.
Cut a bunch of trails out as far as like just removing a bunch of dead trees. And it was a legitimate, just northern Idaho, full like rednecking it, man. Like,
is your property? Does that property get snow?
Oh yeah, I'll have 8 feet up there.
So should we build a shed for all the sleds up there?
Yeah, I've got shipping containers. I'm going to put shipping containers on it. But the place is rad. Like, dude, there's nobody in town. There's literally a mountain in the middle of nowhere. There's nobody in town at all that has one convenience store. You got to go to the convenience store to buy anything. And then right down the road, maybe another 15, 20 miles, there's a restaurant that you can go and eat at. And I truly do. I love it up
waitress
there.
named Barb.
Yeah, Barb. Yeah. They have squirrel kebabs.
Deb.
Like, it's fun because people don't know you. But it's so interesting because the bona fides up there go like this, which is like,
Lager.
You from here? You from here? Like, not originally, yes, but no, not anymore. And they're like, what's your dad's name? Like that's straight up. What's your dad's name? Like they don't ask anything else. And my dad's like,
yeah, everybody knows your dad.
Oh my! So as soon as I say my dad's name, it's like, oh shit, Ed, man, I know Ed.
I know Ed.
83, me and him drove a Peterbilt.
And the older my dad gets, the more robust his stories become about how big of a mountain man he must have been when he was a child. Like, my dad has lived the lives of 1,000 men. And this because there are times when he's talking when you're like, was this dude like Jeremiah Johnson, I guess? Because he's like, no, once I was up and I married this Indian gal and we built a cabin out in the middle. I'm like, Dad, that's Jeremiah Johnson.
When you're 80, why not just start lying?
Why not? It's not like people are going to check you.
Want.
Yeah.
My dad's the same way, man. Like, it's like he defused a couple bombs and he's in the bomb squad, I think. And now it's probably like 15 every time stories like, there it was, the counter was going to 2. And I'm like, Dad, it was a pipe bomb. I don't think that's how the fucking story went, but it's so cool. Something about an older man telling a story, you just listen, and I don't care about like validating facts.
But I think
unless it's Joe Biden, and then I'm just confused about it.
When I'm old, though, people are just going to think that I am a liar.
True.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of us. I think a lot
fighter
of us,
jet? Yeah, I've flown a fighter jet. Oh, rock band. Yeah, I was in a rock band. Backflip with Travis Pastrana? Yeah, I've done that.
Sure you have. Grandpa
yeah,
Jay,
old man.
Sure you have.
You just did everything, didn't you? Maybe.
I think we need to develop and implement a UFO target site for landings up there because it's not too far from where the Fire on the Mountain incident happened.
Ooh, Fire in the Sky?
Fire in the Sky.
Man, I got to watch that movie again. Like, have you watched it recently?
No, I haven't watched it in a while. But I think we should do that. I think we should be the first person to attract UFOs.
Or invite them.
Yeah.
I think what we're going to have to do, guys, you got to think through this. We got to do multiple resources to bring them in. Like one of them being pulling Jared's pants down and putting his ass up in the air just in case the aliens want an anal probe.
But you're the one that has the beefcake or whatever you call it. The cake? What do you call it?
We called it the cake.
The cake.
Yeah.
Just put like a little,
nice
put like a little candle in the beehole.
There's
and
some oil.
Like, take me to Mars.
Honestly, there's a documentary out there that shows you how to build a communication device for aliens that involves a speak and spell, a circular saw blade.
Simon says.
Well,
and an
antenna.
About this, like when people are like, let's send out radio frequencies so aliens can hear them. Like, do we really want to put a beacon of like, hey, there's some life in a dope ass planet over here? I think that's a little stupid sometimes, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm down because I know I'm going to die either way. Like it's a biological function of my existence that I'm going to die. So it's like, if I have to die a little earlier and see some rad ass aliens, I might be okay with that.
Well, I just want to know whether or not they're peaceful or they're going to be harmful. And there's only one way to find out is to make first contact.
Fuck them.
Have you ever contemplated if the sun exploded? If the sun exploded?
Oh, we just get vaporized.
It
explodes millions of times every day.
The Earth
they're called
just
solar flares
ceases to exist. Nothing. No history, no record.
The entire planet.
I understand. That's what I'm saying. Everything is gone.
Yes.
Well, you know that is going to happen as the sun expands. Like the Earth is just going to get its atmosphere demolished and burnt.
Yeah.
That's the way it feels right now.
Is the sun getting bigger?
It feels like it's expanding.
Well, we're in Texas. It feels like,
it has been hotter than you will feel that way tomorrow, Evan,
in a dumpster.
Because we get to see you in person tomorrow. We get to touch him. Are you going to touch him? I'm going to touch him.
We're filming tomorrow. Do you want to be in the skit?
I'm going to be there tomorrow.
Okay.
Like,
it's a good one. We're going back to the old school style, just fucking banging some shit out.
So what's I going to tell you guys?
We can tease it. What is it?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, why not? It doesn't give anything away.
Create some buzz.
No, it's essentially like, we're not calling it this, but Automatics Anonymous. So I'm going to an addiction center with all the guys because I'm addicted to firearms, which is pretty, like when people laugh, like no shit, because I'm reorganizing stuff. It's no joke. Like when I make fucking gun jokes, like I have a problem. Like I fucking have a problem.
He has a problem.
Yeah, there's a little bit of addiction there for sure.
I bought 500 PMags the other day because I wanted to. I got
That's
them
like
on a
currency,
deal.
though.
It is. I mean, it's an investment.
Yeah.
Like I invest in precious metals, which happen to be ammunition and firearms. I'm not a gold.
They never lose their value.
Well, that's how this last video came about, because we were brainstorming. You might be a gun owner, F, and there was a scene in that in which we're using currency in a poker game, and then we expanded on that, and the Automatics Anonymous came about as a byproduct of that.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be very good.
Yeah. I like the Automatics Anonymous.
Yeah, the script's solid.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good name.
There's some quirky parts in there. Heather's going to play a therapist. That's always good.
Yeah, we can dress her up like.
What was the what was the for?
What?
That was Evan.
Yeah, I was enjoying my gum.
Oh, it was the gum.
Yeah, I was enjoying my gum.
Yeah,
I was enjoying my gum.
Is she going to wear the same CIA outfit she wore in Vets for Sci-Fi?
Yes.
Oh, dudes. I can't wait. I can't wait to be down there. Are we going to go to the range? Or are we going to be at the range tomorrow?
No.
We're filming in the warehouse.
Office.
Oh, okay.
It's a really simple one. We're just going to make it quick. But
don't you only have like 2 hours on scene?
No.
Who, us? What?
Oh, Colin told me Evan had to fly in and then fly out by 7 p.m.
Yeah, it's like 5 hours.
Oh, it's like 5 hours.
Yeah. It's like I've got to, I mean, I can come in and stay the night.
But you're coming in for the photo shoot we got to do.
If you were at the ranch, though, that's landing at the airport, 1 hour to the ranch, 1 hour back, then that's only 3 hours with us.
Oh, I thought you were going to be here for a couple days. I was going to say, let's go take out those brand new STIs and sling some fucking ammo at Steel.
I'm surprised you guys have even seen him yet. I saw Logan.
I can go get mine if you'd like.
Yeah, you can go get him.
No, I can go get it right now.
Yeah, I have mine in my house.
Yeah, I told you guys to go get him. I just haven't seen you guys post anything about him except for Logan.
Well, I'm making
like
something
thank
special.
you, like thanks, I appreciate it, or anything like that. You know,
you can say that. I've never seen you post a shotgun. I bought both of you, so we can go down that road too. I know you didn't, and you will next time because
I don't even
you
know where
probably
that
will
shotgun
like it.
is. To be fair, I don't even know where it is.
He doesn't care.
I gave that shotgun away as soon as he gave it to me. I was like, what?
That was my fucking joke because I wasn't going to tell you that I went and picked mine up because I didn't think I went and got it from or dude. And so I was just going to pull it out of the range and be like, did you see my new STI?
You think you did?
But no, thanks. It's
I didn't give your shotgun away.
Oh, the Pew Professional one he made, that like wacky one. It's cool though.
It's not wacky. It's got fucking nice furniture on it.
It's completely unpractical, but it is awesome.
Have you even picked it up? Because there's nothing unpractical about it. It has mag pull furniture.
Yeah, it's in my safe.
A buttstock and the pump. What about that is unpractical? It's like you just say stupid things.
I don't say stupid things.
You just did.
Probably did. Okay, that's fine. This is your opinion.
That shotgun is not unpractical.
I mean, I guess for a home defense weapon, like fucking get my Joe Biden on, maybe pop a couple rounds in the air, Fuck it.
I just got my Matt vest on a little bit ago. I found a violin case for my Mossberg Shockwave, and I can't wait.
Oh, that little,
just the little guy.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah,
you found a what?
A violin case for.
Oh, nice.
My shorty
straight
shotgun.
Desperado, dude. Every guy needs a Desperado gun case. I got the two SIG MPX cases that I have. Those things are fucking rad.
I have a Banjo case that I carry around. A Walter.
What?
Full of dildos.
I have a Banjo.
I'll put that out right now. I will buy one for every single Core 4 guy. If someone that watches this podcast builds it, I want no shit, the legit Desperado guitar case with a fake guitar front that pops open. I don't know how the fuck you'd ever build that. And I imagine it would be very time intensive, but that would be awesome. Because mine, you open the case. No. Okay, you open the case, you see the guns. I want it where you open the case. Remember in the movie?
You get the false guitar.
Yeah. And they're like, it's just a guitar. And he's like, boom.
Yeah.
And he's like,
yeah, he racks it down. And then there's that sweet scene as he's sweeping across. What was it? Did he have an MP5 in there? What was that?
There's like 10 things in there.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know.
I think that's a good episode for Tacticalized.
What a good remake of a movie, though. Psst. Caleb, did you know with Black Rifle Coffee's Coffee Club subscription, you can get fresh coffee shipped to you every month? What? You don't even have to go to the store. Whoa. You don't even have to leave your bed.
What? Wow. How did you get in here? You might want to go ahead and join the Black Rifle Coffee Club subscription before one of these guys shows up at your place.
We should do that, like
Desperado.
Yeah, we should do that, like if movie scenes were honest.
No. Desperado is a remake.
Like putting this gun in the guitar case was a horrible idea. Jams every 2 seconds.
It is true. To clear a malfunction with a gun case gun
takes you 5
or guitar case gun, that'd be pretty hard. Hold on.
We used to have a briefcase MP5K.
Yeah.
That you could trigger it from the actual handle, or you could release it, or you could release it and pull it out and use it. But talk about dangerous, like carrying around a fucking gun with an MP5 and shooting it like a fucking, like holding a briefcase. It's like the dumbest thing ever. But I mean, I get it. Like, I mean, better than nothing, I guess.
We had to do a trick shot the other day, and I was shooting a 12 gauge shotgun on my shoulder backwards to hit a clay pigeon. And that was surprisingly more difficult than I thought it would be.
What? Because are you shooting from
the ergonomics of your trigger pull?
Are you holding a mirror?
No. Well, we're like aiming, pulling, and then trying to hit the clay pigeon behind us. But it was hard, so I had to use kind of my left hand because that if you're shooting with one arm, it just goes shoo.
Oh yeah.
It's like really hard to grip it and then use your thumb to manipulate the trigger. And I was only putting one round in there, obviously, in case it like blew off my hand or out of my arm.
Yeah. Have you guys been doing anything the last week other than work? Have you guys been doing anything fun?
I was cleaning up diarrhea and throw up this whole morning. I think there's a high potential that my dog has a reverse stomach. So I am having my wife rush her to the ER right now so she doesn't die.
Oh, which one?
The big one.
No.
Yeah.
How do you get a reverse stomach?
It's fairly prevalent apparently in like shepherds. Like if they eat a bunch of food and then they go like chase the ball and tumble or something, it can reverse it and then they can't eat anything. And so yesterday we thought she was okay. We woke up and there's like 15 vomit spots and diarrhea everywhere in my house. So my wife's running her in because they'll die pretty quick on that. And I would prefer if my favorite dog doesn't die. So,
right. Yeah, that sucks.
I just brought that fucking conversation down.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to tell me that was your wife. I've been cleaning up puking diarrhea because my wife and I really tore it down last night.
Well, I might sell my house to Logan, so I was like, let's shit all over the floor.
Perfect. That really ups the resale value.
No, we've been working on commercials and stuff. We've been having fun. It's good.
We filled the vending machine with seafood.
That was sweet.
We did.
I really liked seeing that. I would have loved to have seen myself right there too, but I wasn't there. It's okay. It was doing other stuff. It's fine.
It worked for what it was. It was good. We got the little VFX already done on that, and the sound design's going in today for it. So
we're playing golf today.
Playing golf? Yeah, you are.
Golf.
In quotations.
Did you get a polo?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the RTD?
The RTD and the glove.
Oh, you got the glove? You gotta you got to have the golf glove.
You got a golf glove?
Yeah.
Really? Just one?
Just one.
Just one. All you need is one.
Is that what golfers do? Do they do one? I don't play golf.
They only do one.
I have no idea. I thought they had two gloves.
Evan's the golfer. Why do you wear one glove, Evan? That's weird.
Because most of your
is it on? So if I'm right-handed and I'm swinging this way, is it left hand or right hand?
It's left hand.
Left hand.
If you're right-handed, because your torque.
I thought it's the forward hand.
The torque from your hand, most of your swing is all generated from your left hand because it's from the opposite. So your swing is actually from your left hand. Your right hand is more just a stabilization. So you're not supposed to be turning the club or doing anything with your right hand. It's just holding in one's position. So it's one glove. I think it's probably just tradition too. I'm sure there's a lot of cool, like super cool golfers that are like, fuck it. I'm going to drive this Ferrari. I'm just going to wear two of them. You know what I mean?
Dude, you never go two glove. That's a flex.
Or you wear football receiver gloves. That's what I would do.
What's that?
I would wear football receiver gloves.
Yeah, I think
I tried
that.
Yeah,
I tried that.
Actually.
Yeah, I tried those football receiver gloves. I used to play a lot. Like I was a babysitter. Well, my dad was a single dad, so he dropped me off at the municipal golf course, and then literally dropped me off in the morning. I played 36 holes a day because it was like you municipal golf course. The annual membership was like $150, and so my dad would drop me off on his way to work and then pick me up in the evening, and I would just play fucking 36 holes of golf a day. That's what I do. I play 2 rounds of 18. Walk the entire course twice, like swim in the ponds or fuck off. You know what I mean? But I would end up playing a lot, like just by myself. And
this is an unpopular opinion, but I don't get or understand golf in the slightest. I think it's insanely, atrociously boring to watch.
It's horrible.
I played golf and it's not fun to play.
No.
I get the technicality side of it. I get why certain people like it, but for me, no fucking way. It is so fucking boring for a guy that has ADD.
On the planet.
Well, no, that's the thing. It's just easy. I was literally having this conversation with my old scout sniper buddy the other day, who's a father. He's got 3 kids now. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, what do you do for fun? Do you go to the range anymore? He's like, no, I just mostly play golf. I'm like, why do you do that? It's so stupid. It's such a boring activities. Well, it's just like right there. It's just because people get old and they don't know what to do with themselves anymore.
It's not boring though. Like it's not. It's like archery. Like archery is more fun because it's appropriate. You can go out and put, sharp objects and animals, and you can apply different circumstances and you can eat it. But
right,
golf
when you
is
explain that, I get it. But if you say
it's a precision
it's really cool
skill
because you put this little tiny ball in a little tiny hole from hundreds of yards away.
Yeah, but you can make anything sound stupid.
Yes,
you can be like,
right.
all you do is put your penis in that vagina. That's kind of lame,
That
no, that's pretty awesome. Like,
really
what are you talking about?
Really
like, you can make
we should do more of that.
Exactly.
I put my balls in a lot of holes when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
Okay,
so, but you can, as a kid.
I mean, golf is designed to get away from your wife. I mean, really, all your country clubs and stuff, it's like they have the bar inside the bathroom.
Yeah, to get hammered and go play golf. I understand that component of it. Like, let's go hang with the boys and hit the fucking back nine.
I'm playing golf. No,
I just flirt with the car girls.
Yeah,
if you think about it from like the evolutionary circumstance, I'm trying to think about it, and I've thought about it a lot from this perspective. Golf is hunting. So for men, they go outside with a group of other men and they throw projectiles and they win, right? Or they compete against each other in these circumstances. So they like drink, they hang out.
Yeah.
But it's for guys that don't know how to hunt or
not very physical, because you don't have to be physical.
They need to they still have to have that genetic need to go out, socialize with other men, and do like some type of projectile activity. They need that. I think they do. I think from an evolutionary circumstance, like hunting and gathering, now it's just kind of like a bunch of fat dudes like drinking beer, driving golf carts.
That own
like
boats.
It's not,
most of them
you're not riding a horse.
Beta hunting.
You're not riding a horse, like shooting.
I'm gonna start calling golf that.
It's
Logan.
a sport that you do not have to be physically fit for.
I know. I'm just talking shit to talk shit.
I mean, I know. I'm incredibly bored. I went and played golf with Marcus Luttrell the other day, and it was fun because I was just driving around and talking shit.
Like, if I had to play a driving range or like fucking Top Golf, dude, I'm all about hammering some drives to that back net all day. That's fun.
It's very difficult to be good at.
It's very difficult to be good at it.
It takes a lot of time.
It's also a very individual sport. It's not, it's a lot like hunting. It's a lot like hunting, but it's in an urban area. So you go outside, you're in the environment, you have tools. Like, it does make sense from an evolutionary circumstance that guys that have kind of urbanized themselves, they would seek something that puts them outside on a regular basis, that would, socialize them with other men, blah, 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 right? It just makes sense from that perspective. I could see it. But I mean, I haven't played golf since I was 18. Literally, well, I was like, this is lame. And now I have like a driver's license and a Jeep. Why the fuck would I ever go out and like take a bunch of golf clubs and like go and try to get outsid?
So you didn't get addicted after all that playing. You weren't like, man, I got to keep doing this. You were like,
no, I did it
bored.
because I was trapped in not trapped into
was this a summer thing? Like he would drop you off in the summer in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I was at the point where I'd get up early and go play, but I'd prefer to play other sports. Like I liked team-based activities like baseball and some of these other things. But once I discovered it was like, you could actually go outside and do things like, you could go fishing or hunting or kayaking or, learn actual skills that I think that are directly applicable to life. Then once I figured that out and I was like, well, now if I just learn these different skills versus spending time hitting a stupid white ball, I'll have a bunch of really cool skills that I can go out, weave together and have these like really cool adventures with. I wanted to have an adventure, not just like walk around the same 18 holes every day, which I think that repetition just becomes monotonous either way. And dude, hippie chicks were hot too. So
that was like my first entrepreneurial journey was when I was a kid. me and my brother would ride our bikes all the way down to the wharf in Santa Barbara, and we would fish. And then what I started figuring out is I could bait fish with old bread that was molded, and I get little bait fish on like my jig line. And then all the Asian tourists that were on the wharf wanted to feed them to seagulls and pelicans. And so I would sell them for $1, and I'd walk away with like $6. And I was like, I'm rich, bitch. And that's what I did for like 5 summers straight with my brother. It was fucking awesome.
That is sweet. I spent a lot of summers out in Indianola. You know where that is, Evan?
No, where's that?
It's north of Kingston, just right on the peninsula water.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like if you're standing on Indianola Dock, you're facing the Space Needle pretty much.
Right.
So what was cool is we could ride our bikes to the grocery store, get fish heads and guts, which were free. They would just give you a whole sack.
Wow. I have those in my truck right now.
Set the crab traps at about 9:30, 10 in the morning, go skate all day. At 5, 6, come back to the crab traps full of Dungeness crab. And then we had an outdoor stove at my buddy's place in Indianola with a giant silver pot. And every single day we would sit in the grass and eat crab that we didn't pay for.
There's one
awesome.
inaccuracy there, though, because you said skating. What you meant to say was rollerblading, right? Because weren't you in a rollerblading troupe in high school?
No, I rollerbladed in junior high, and then I switched
rollerbladers
to skateboarding when I was 12.
Jared was in a rollerblading troupe.
What is this? Why is he laughing so hard?
Rollerblade. We need to make that t-shirt. Rollerblading Troop 1143.
No, Jared's name was
Hot Wheels.
He was the blade
called him the Hot
commander.
Wheels.
Jared was the blade commander of the rollerblading troop.
They made varsity Letterman's jackets for his rollerblading troop. It's called them the Hot Wheels, and they would intimidate the other rollerblading troops in high school.
Wheels.
They would go out. And
here comes the Hot Wheels.
Oh, did you see Jared today?
Hey, Jared, was it
8 wheels of death?
8 wheels of sanity.
Hey, looks like you're in the wrong part of town. This is Hot Wheels territory over here, fellas.
Oh, so you're saying you want me to make this now?
Yeah.
This movie trailer.
I'm just imagining Jared like in his rollerblading troupe in high school with his Letterman's jackets. It's kind of like the West Side Story is what I'm envisioning. It's like
it's a
Jared
little
had
bit of Warriors.
Jared had this
Warriors
rollerblading
vibes.
gang. It was
You
just
now
like
are giving me a movie trailer that I need to make.
I know. We can
Hot Wheels.
Well, we actually got a guy who frequently rollerblades.
Yeah, I know. We got 2 of them. So I'll get the skates.
Who is that?
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Ronnie's like a
that's
blader.
right. Ronnie's
man.
really good.
Ronnie's a blader. He's a fruit booter.
Wow.
He wears his
You know,
Ray-Bans, takes his shirt off, and grinds on some poles
Dude,
with his wheels.
I could see why that's such a cool activity. I think it's been I think there's a stereotype, associated with it. But I'm like, every one of the guys who was way into hockey, that I knew, like back in the day, they were way into it. And those guys were fucking fast and strong. So it's not like, I mean, I could definitely see how it could
did you
be
see
a horrible workout.
The NFL went full woke and everybody just kept commenting, I'm going to watch hockey on Instagram.
Oh, no.
What
I didn't see
happened?
that.
I didn't see that they went
The
woke.
NFL posted a video on Instagram that says the NFL is trans, the NFL is, all kinds of fucking stupid shit. And their core audience melted down on them.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just look on
It's
Instagram.
the benefit of not
NFL.
having cell coverage. It's like
I can't remember who posted, but there's a football player that came out as gay, and then he's also came out and said he was Republican.
Yeah, Republican, and they had a fucking.
They were just like, of course he's conservative. Like, yeah, I was like, oh wait, I thought your community was supposed to be all inclusive. What happened to that?
It never has been.
Dude, okay, so do you guys ever follow Babylon Bee? Do you follow those
100%.
guys?
Their articles this week have been on fire.
Dude, they do a cartoon. Do you know the cartoon that do you remember the name of that?
No.
Anyway, check it out, because if you
I
go
don't
over
even
there,
know what you're talking about.
Oh, you're talking about the owner of Babylon Bee has his little brother who's 5 years old, and he lets him tell him the story, like whatever his 5-year-old essentially writes the episode, and then they animate it. And it's batshit insane. Matt, can you figure out what this thing's called?
It's funny.
It's called like pickle
they were
something.
The guys,
like
they were the guys that were accused by CNN of, and it's satirically based, like it's conservative, satirically based.
Yeah, it's satirical.
But it's super funny. Like I crack up, like honestly, on a ton of their stuff. It's like The Onion, but it's like The Onion, but good, right?
Is The Onion still around? I feel like I haven't seen a lot from him lately.
No, it's still around. Like every now and again, I'll see a post that's like really funny. I used to read The Onion all the time. I used to love that thing. Now I think Babylon Bee is more appropriate, at least.
They're funny. They're
lifestyle.
way more funny.
Yeah, way more.
Because they're like they make people just look fucking stupid.
Oh, and so they were the ones that were being accused of spreading propaganda by like. Some of these other news networks, and it was like, dudes, we're satirical. Like, what are you talking about? We're not like out. We don't have a dog in this fight. We're just trying to be funny. And I'm like, wow, yeah. So you just like us, like, yeah, we want to be funny. Like, it's a joke. Like, just relax, everybody, calm down, right? It's a fucking joke. But in today's day and age, it's really difficult to be funny. I was reading the other day or yesterday, I think too, that. Did you guys see this? The NSA there's a whistleblower from the NSA that was saying that they're monitoring Tucker Carlson's Tucker Carlson's communication. Yeah. It's like, what? Like, he's a news guy. Like, yeah.
Wow.
So somehow there's a whistleblower that came forward. Who knows whether or not it's real? I mean, like, who knows? But I think it's pretty interesting how these things that can be utilized against citizens, obviously. And you think about like a guy like Tucker, he's a news anchor.
Yeah.
It's just kind of weird, right? Like, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, but are we surprised?
If it is true, it's weird.
I feel like everything's weird these days. I feel like Onion articles that were 10 years old are like real
coming
now.
true.
Yeah. They're like the Simpsons is in real life, I guess. It's it's like it's everything's coming to fruition. What else is going on?
Well, are we going to talk about what Joe Biden said the other day?
No, what did he say? I've been out of.
You didn't hear this? The nuke comment?
Shit.
Oh.
The nuke and F-15 comment?
Kevlar vest deer? You didn't hear
I'm
anything
sorry.
about this?
I didn't hear any of this.
Oh my God.
Yes.
He gets to hear it first right here.
Yes.
So good. Tee it up, Logan.
Okay, so he comes out, he says, well, he's putting forward all this gun control stuff. He said, I don't know why you would need an AR-15. It's not like the deer are wearing Kevlar vests every day. And he's, okay. And they said, well, if you need to overthrow the government, you're going to need F-15s and nuclear bombs anyway. It's like, well.
Yeah, the Second Amendment is not about...
Wait a second. Are you saying that you're going to use F-15s on your own citizens?
Yeah, he didn't like overtly say it, but in context, it was like, no, the government will just nuke our citizens and use F-15s. Your ARs will be useless. And it was like,
so that's cool. That's really good of him.
The United States president.
That's his mentality.
Yeah,
that's really good. That deers don't need Kevlar vests. And
deers don't have Kevlar vests.
Oh, they don't.
Which means we need to start a government program.
We should start a nonprofit, which is to
Kevlar vests for deer.
Right.
Kevlar vests for deer.
Dude, like that's a really good infomercial.
Yeah.
Hi, are you tired of seeing helpless deer hunted every year? Well, for just $686, we can outfit a deer with a Kevlar vest.
For just $2,000 a day, for the price of 300 cups of coffee. You can put a Kevlar
vest on a deer.
And then all you do is face shoot it.
Oh, sweet. Now I got a Kevlar vest.
We see that shirt. It's like a fucking 200 plus SCI whitetail, and it's just got fucking body armor on it and side plates and shit.
With two F-15s armed with nukes
two F-15s
behind it.
over it with nukes, and it just goes, come at me, bro.
Yeah.
Come and take it.
Biden for president.
Jesus Christ, man.
That's pretty cool. I mean, you know,
it was solid. It was just, it was.
When did that happen?
Like 5 days ago. Yeah. It wasn't. Friday? It was just a couple. I mean, dude, everybody's going off the the handle on it, you know.
Oh, yeah. If you want some entertainment, Colion did a little excerpt on what he said in some responses to that. He went on Fox on it.
I love that comment, man.
Yeah, that comment section is, oh my God, it's on fire. Just go in there. Just take 15 minutes.
When he says you would need an F-15, I was kind of like that meme where the guy's like looking, you know, because I did get the L-39. I'm like, too late.
Way ahead of you, John.
Already got the jet, buddy.
That's I'm gonna have to look that up because that's super fun. I mean, it's not funny at all. I just think it's
insanity.
It's sad. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad
I seriously think this is an information campaign, though. I think that they are purposely saying things this crazy to try and make the normal, you know, right-leaning, you know, constitutionalists seem like cuckoos.
Oh, but they're already doing that in the context of they're already trying to frame people up. They're like, hey, I just want to be left alone. Like, you do you, I'll do me. Like that's the whole thing. But the federal government is never good at just like that's the thing. They're just never good at just leaving people alone. Like I've been reading a lot about the Nez Perce Indian tribe and kind of the last Indian wars that were up in Montana, Idaho area because that's where property's at. And it's so interesting. I was going through the history of this tribe and how Lewis and Clark actually met this tribe coming up and over the Lolo Pass. And Clark had a son with the Nez Perce Indian tribe. And in 1877, his son was basically an elderly person being pursued by the U.S. cavalry through Idaho and Montana as they tried to escape into Canada from being forced onto a reservation. I was like, think about how far that went from in less than 100 years or 72 years. It went from we're best friends, let's all be one tribe, and then let's have this really, really cool connection between the East and the West to now we're going to pursue you all the way through Idaho and Montana. It's 1,500 miles. These 500 Native Americans and 2,000 horses moved from the U.S. cavalry all through the inland Northwest, trying to just get out. And I thought it was pretty interesting, and only in the context of you had a couple different generals there that were basically saying, you will get on the reservation. They're like, but we just don't want to. It's no, it's for your own good. It's for your protection.
It's for your protection.
So the federal government was trying to protect the Native Americans by putting them on reservations. And they're like, no, we're all good. We actually don't. We're cool. We're cool with not going on there. And they're like, no, you will or you will die.
Oh,
I'm like, that's the Fed trying to help right there. It reminds me of that meme of what is that Simpsons character where he's like, I'm helping. You know what I mean? It's like the Fed. Anyway, that's
insanity.
my history for the day.
Well, on that, there we have it.
Wow.
Ended with the Indian genocide.
Or lastly, too, Jared, you should come to the boxing gym because I'm back with my boxing coach now. You should come in and do some boxing lessons with me.
Show me where.
You don't have to get punched in the face. No sparring. Just mitt work.
I don't care about getting punched in the face.
You could take a couple guys from the Hot Wheels over there, and you guys could blade over.
Hey, Blade Crew, see you at the boxing gym.
I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bladers, mount up. It's time to roll.
Mount. we form a 6-person like Megazord, but it's just all of us hanging on to each other. This is ridiculous. Well,
all right.
I hope we entertained you.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. I will see you tomorrow, bright and early, and we'll fire up another free range.
All right.
Hell yeah. Later, dudes.
Bye.